Hi guys, welcome to Khong Driving. We are somewhere in Langkawi and we are going on a test drive with the Continental Tyre, and the tyre in question today is the UC7, which I think stands for Ultra Contact. Okay, we have with us in the car Jensen. I'm going to try to get him into the screen. Yes. Okay, so we have Jensen here.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, we are going now. And what good weather to test the car. It's raining. Yeah. I gotta find the wipers.
The one on the left.
That's the on the right is the drive, and I haven't driven 205. Let's look for the wiper. Turn. Yep. Okay, so it's lovely weather to drive to test the tire, and we have the UC7. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I drove the Seat Leon Cupra from one of our fans, and he had the, what is the high performance tire?
Sports Contact.
SC7, yes, and that tire was really good, and it was also very quiet. So according to Jensen here, Jensen, right?
Yes, that's right.
According to Jensen here, there are three main key notes for this UC7. Basically, it is the compound, which is the DNA, right?
Correct.
And from his description, it looks like there is some synthetic stuff inside there. And what they have done as an improvement over the UC6 is that it has the same mileage properties of the UC6, but it has better wet grip and also better braking as a result of the compound lah. And of course the wet road grip is also due to the tread, what do you call the tread pattern, yeah? And they have water dispersal features that are supposedly better, and also the other part of the tire is that it's quiet, right?
Yes, exactly.
And that's because they have some noise cancellation stuff. Wow, these tires are getting so advanced nowadays, man. Okay, we are stuck behind some cars, and it's a van, and there's a car in front, so we wait for a safe overtaking spot. And okay, so here's a little bit of a filler whilst we are on the road. Yeah, Jensen is actually a Malaysian, right?
Yes.
And he is stationed in Hanover, Germany, and he is the one who actually designed this UC7 tire. How great is that? And
we have a team actually of
you have a
engineers.
team.
And
Yeah.
the lead.
And you are the lead lah. Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Lead engineer.
Okay, he doesn't want to take all the glory
Definitely not
for
no.
himself. Good, that's very good of you.
We have a really good team.
Your last name is not Button, right?
No, it's cool. From
Cool.
Penang, yeah.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
he's from Penang. Yes.
Exactly.
And he's 35 years old. You're the year of the dragon, right?
A
1988. Oh, you're a rabbit.
87.
87.
Already 2022.
Oh no, same age as my daughter. Oh, you're a rabbit. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm 3 cycles ahead of you.
Oh, still pretty young.
I'm a rabbit too.
Yeah. Exactly. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing we want to check is the noise, and well, we're going at 55 kilometers per hour. It's not so bad. Well, most cars nowadays, as you have seen on my Genting drives, I drive at the regulation speed of 90 or 100, and usually all you can hear are the tires. And okay, Langkawi surface is not that great for testing road noise. As
Maybe
you
it's
can.
the best way to test
Is
it.
it? No, but the thing is, there's no benchmark.
That's true.
Yeah, if you need to test tire noise,
Yeah.
you should have a benchmark.
Yeah.
You know, okay, you use this tire, you
Yeah.
go on this road, and this is the noise level. You need to have maybe some noise measuring device.
Exactly. Yes,
Then,
that's right.
of course, this is very subjective, lah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I can hear road noise. Honestly speaking.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think most tires you will hear noise. It's just a degree lah. So the thing I would want to know is, does it irritate me? No lah, you know. But then for me, my yardstick for tire performance is not so much the road noise. I'm okay with road noise. I can live with road noise. It drowns out a lot of other stuff. So if you ask me honestly, is it better than other cars? Well, I can say it is not worse than other tires. Talking of tires, it's not worse than any other tires. And I find road noise is something that is very acceptable, you know. As long as it doesn't become very, very loud. And I have heard some very loud tires. If you ever driven a Land Rover, you'll know what a loud tire is like.
Off-road tires are really loud.
Yeah.
It's true.
Maybe you should design some sound cancelling ridges into the off-road
Off-road
tire.
tires, yeah, that would be cool actually.
Yeah, now it's not a secret, right? Okay, guys, so if you look at the UC7 tire design, you'll find in the grooves there's some little
Noise breakers.
noise breakers, yeah. Just small pieces of rubber that they built into the mold.
Yeah.
Of course, can I ask you a question, Jensen?
For sure.
Usually tires have a kind of like a useful life lah. And then after a certain mileage, then all the things you've designed, they go out of whack, because like, you know, the tread depth is different.
Exactly.
The sipes are now different size, and the grooves are different size.
Yeah.
So where is that point where it starts to get noisy?
Starts to get noisy.
Noisy, and it doesn't have that good braking, and
Yeah. I would say it's inevitable that the tire performance in general will drop during its lifetime.
yes.
I think what we try to do is that it drops more gradually, not like a sudden drop after a certain mileage, because then the tires become like super unsafe to drive after a certain amount of
you have to speak a
mileage,
bit
yeah.
louder.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
okay, so Jensen says that they try to design for the drop to be more gradual and not have the tire lose its performance after using for a bit.
Exactly.
Okay, so whilst on theory it sounds very good, so how do you physically do that?
How do you physically do that?
Yes,
we-
in terms of the design of the sipes and the grooves and all that. So how do you sort of prolong the water dispersal and the braking ability of the car?
you can do a lot with the geometry of how the sipes are being designed.
Yes.
So that, for example, as the tire wears off, you can see that our design of our funnels are like this,
bigger,
so it opens up a little bit more. At the same time,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes.
exactly. That's true. So,
But the grooves get smaller when you.
The grooves get smaller. Yes, as I said.
Say the center groove,
that's right,
the what
that's
you call
right.
the drainage
The
channel.
longitudinal grooves,
yes.
they always will become smaller.
Yeah.
And so they are not designed like vertical shape.
Yeah,
they're
because,
always designed
round,
a bit rounded,
for strength.
Yeah, exactly.
And
also for strength, for stiffness.
Lateral stiffness.
Yes.
So
That's right.
So I'm still correct in that every tire is a compromise. It's just where you design your
Where you optimize.
where you want it to be optimized.
Exactly. Yes.
So guys, just remember, a tire is always a compromise. But what Continental has managed to do is they have managed to maintain the same lifespan according to the chart, which is about 40,000 kilometers of use, whilst improving the wet braking, dry braking, and grip. So what's the secret? Is it the silica?
silica is one part of it, and I have to say the compound is a big part in terms of grip performance as well.
Yeah, but
as you can imagine, the racing compound is really high grip kind of compound.
Yes, but they don't last.
But they don't last, exactly.
Yeah, so
we have to find a balance always, as you said, a compromise. And we've really optimized this from the UC6 because we saw that there was some room to improve.
I see.
And so we did make quite a big leap.
So
in terms of compound
the
technology.
SC7 is a softer compound, I would presume.
Actually, the SC7 is a harder compound for the handling reasons. Yeah, because you need the stiffness for a sports compound while giving the high grip.
Yeah.
So, but they compromise in different things, as you said. The wear, the wear is less, but that is also slightly due to the tread depth. You know, we have a lower tread depth to the SC7.
Yes.
That is SC7's strength.
So the SC7 will not be as good in the wet as the UC7.
It will be actually good as well, really good as well for the SC7.
Is that a political statement?
No, this is true. No, this is true because I have seen the SC7 as well because it was launched in Europe earlier, earlier, and then we have also something internal data.
Yes.
And the compound of the SC7 is very good in wet braking.
I see.
But for APAC market, we do also need to consider cost.
Yeah.
So the SC7 compound is actually very expensive to produce. Yeah, and though we also need to balance out what our market is asking for and what our market can request, and also with the parameters that we have tried to find the best balance and the optimized performance for us. Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, just to let you know, the road is slightly damp, and we are driving through this road in I believe it's a rented Mercedes car. Well, so far the tire behavior is very good. Of course, I presume these are new tires lah. Okay, but well, to be honest, you cannot compare old tires lah, because any car that has got aged tires, the grip will not be as good. So you have to compare new to new, and so far is quite okay. I'm quite happy with the cornering performance, and in terms of noise, it's actually quite good. Considering that we're not going very fast, but the noise level is really nice. So I think, Jensen, you've done a good job, lor.
The team has done a good job.
Forever it's team, okay?
No, I have to give really them good. They're really smart people, and really credit to them as well. We have a really great team in Germany, and they did a really nice job on this. Really.
Okay, so for me, I'd be in the market for some of my cars. I'd be looking at the SC7.
I would say so.
But I have some cars that will work very well with the UC7 too lah. So I'm quite impressed. I'm quite happy.
Always nice to hear.
Okay, so we are nearly at our lunch destination, and we will do a recording later on. So insofar as the road test is concerned for the UC7, the word is pass.
Ultra Contact UC7. Driving confidence redefined by technology.
Hey guys, we are now in another car, and we are testing the original tire, the UC6, which is replaced by the UC7. So this is the condition is like before, and the UC7 is the after. So the UC7 has better wet road grip, has better dry road grip, has the same durability because they managed to work the compound and get all those extra properties without sacrificing the lifespan of the tire. Okay, so because of the compound, they also get better grip, better braking, better wet grip, and also the tread compound gives them advantage in the wet too. So this is, in a nutshell, a much better tire than the UC6, and that is what they are trying to tell us today. Well, we have tested the UC7 and now we are doing the what they call the control experiment. It's a kind of a reverse arrangement, but that's because there are two sets of cars, and I drove the first car with the UC7, and of course somebody drove this car, and now we have exchanged cars. And with me in the car this time is Khong. Who? What do you do there?
I'm the manager of tyre development in the PJ Continental.
Alright, so now I got another lunch kaki. Okay, Pang Chen, you got to speak a bit louder because I don't use the remote mic.
No worries, no worries.
So he's a young man who loves cars, and he's in the market for a car. And don't forget, Khong sells cars.
With good deals, right?
Yeah, with good deals, yes. But of course, at a young age, when you're trying to find a high performance car, of course, then it makes sense to buy them like slightly used, second hand, you know. So there are some good cars that can give you some good deals and good drives, So anyway, Pang Chen is one of my fans. He watches my videos up Genting. Thanks very much.
Yes, when you don't get to drive nice cars, then you will stay home and watch videos of interesting drives, and you get to experience at least some part of it.
Okay, so I'm hoping the lead car goes a bit faster. Okay, he wanted to gather the convoy together, and we will now check out. Okay, so as I explained to Jensen earlier after the first drive, I told him that I'm a, what do you call, adaptive driver. So I will adapt to the driving conditions, which includes the tire conditions of the car. Because as you know, in my job, I drive a lot of cars. Yeah.
Yes.
And not all of them have the best tires, and not all of them have the best handling. So I drive every car according to its capabilities. So even if this tire is not as good as the new one, it'll be very difficult for me to feel the difference, because I adapt to the driving, and the car will still perform just the same, you know. It may not be as fast, but the small difference in speed you might not notice.
Yes.
But the first thing I noticed, of course, it's a different car, but I noticed the steering is a bit heavier on this car. Would you know why?
No, not really. You have any idea?
I have no idea. I think this car wheel alignment is set differently.
Yeah. And everything in the car, the condition, the temperature has an effect.
Yeah.
And you, as a driver, you'll probably feel it as you drive it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you also heard from the product briefing that the UC7, we were focusing really a lot on safety, and safety in our sense is wet performance. So
and braking in the wet.
Yeah.
And
in the morning we saw that Langkawi, you know, heavy rain or what. I said, oh, this would be a good sign for us to be able to differentiate the product. But now we have also sunny weather, so that's a bit unfortunate. But like I said, now we are going to the track. Hopefully with something that we prepare, that we can still have a bit more of comparison also for Uncle YS with your experience. But yeah, it's just also very nice to sit in the car to feel the products that we developed for a few years, to really get also feedback from end users. This is something.
Well, the UC6 is not a bad tire, you know. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So if nothing else, I can say UC6 also good one.
That is true, but we have to stay ahead of the competition. So this is what we
that
do.
means the UC6 will be discontinued.
Majority of it, yes. I mean, we will keep some for certain reasons, but let's say for most people, you will see UC7s in the shops and so.
I see.
Yeah. But of course, it takes time to then bring all the sizes in. We have a lot of different sizes, so
there'll be a kind of a transition period.
Yeah, but over let's say 1 year.
Yeah, UC6 is fine. So by itself, it's also a good tire. I suppose the test will be able to show some difference, lah.
Yes. And this part of Langkawi is actually, I've never been here. I never know this kind of road existed.
It's a golf course. And there are a couple of resorts along the way. We have been to Langkawi many times. Of course, you cannot remember all the road lah, but you know that the road is like this, so you can enjoy the drive.
It's actually pretty exciting to see you to drive in life from just videos.
But I'm a very you don't see the excitement. I'm just driving, you know. Yeah. But in all driving, you must always be safe lah. I'm also a proponent of safety.
Yep. For sure. Which is then again the main thing for us.
But actually now, being second in the convoy, and just now I wasn't. We're actually going faster in this car than in the one with the UC7.
Maybe the lead car is being pressured also by your tailing speed.
Is it? No, but everybody is keeping up at the back.
You had lunch, you're full, you're a bit more excited now, more energy.
So it's a combination of the UC6 and 7, right, in the convoy?
Yes. I think they will have 6 each. Or maybe 7, but yeah.
Okay, you got your wish. It's drizzling.
Yeah, but you want the road to be wet. It has to be more than this.
Yeah, this is still not wet.
No.
You know, in the days when we were racing, this is considered dry.
Yes. I mean, it is still very dry. I mean, the surface temperature is so high.
Yeah.
Even if the water hits the track, there's nothing left when you go through. But this is where again Malaysian condition, or let's say road condition, is unique.
Yeah.
You have water lock.
Yeah.
You have water depth that is so high.
Yeah.
And that's why we are really also focusing on the UC7 in terms of wet performance.
Yep, and also the sidewalls, the potholes, the road conditions.
Yes. You are so much in control of the car.
Is it? How do you feel? How do you know?
Your gear shift and stuff, and yeah, you know exactly the power input that you want, and
Yeah, you feel the car, you drive accordingly.
yeah.
But the lead guy is slowing down because he's worried about the rest.
Yes. It's very much about your predictability of the cars lah.
Yes.
Where it goes.
You must have a feel for the car.
Yeah. Because you don't tap on the throttle then to guess what is the power that you have.
Yeah.
And you're controlling it with your gear shifts. And very good feel, even as a passenger, not knowing so much about cars. It's
Thank you.
nice to feel.
And this is going to be on video. No? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I said, it's of course my pleasure to be able to combine work and interest in one go. It's really the best that you can wish for.
Yeah, man. You have to enjoy what you're doing
Exactly.
and do what you enjoy. There's another winding road that goes up to the mountain
In Langkawi?
in Langkawi.
Okay.
But I suppose we're not going up.
No, we are heading back to the
MIEC.
MIEC again. It's, right in the middle of the afternoon, so
Yeah.
we have a schedule as well.
Okay guys, so that was our quick test on the UC6. To be fair, it wasn't that much of a fair test lah, but anyway, it was fun. The UC6 itself is a very good tire, and the UC7, according to the people who tested the car, the tires is better. I do believe them lah, otherwise they won't have a job, right? The car has to deliver. Yeah. So we are now heading back to the test area. So, and this one won't be a high-speed drive because we're going through kampongs. So we'll save some of the camera footage for our test track. So stay tuned.
Thank you.